Well, joining us via Skype is a former presidential candidate, Kabiru Shittu. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, talking about this minimum wage, we've gone back and forth. First of all, we had a meeting with the federal government, that's Labour and the federal government, and there was a compromise. Now the state governors are saying they cannot pay minimum wage based on the agreement they've had with the federal government. How do you think all of this will pan out in the long run?
Good morning, Nigeria. For us, we believe that it's not something of a problem for state to pay these wages and salaries. It is how they see it. There's advantage in this increment in wages. What advantage does it drive for state? Is for the state to now look at inward on their state. How would they generate this revenue with which to pay the workers?
All right, presidential candidates, Kabiru Shittu, we're going to connect with him when we have to.
What I understand that we have Kabiru Shittu back online to speak with us. Kabiru, if I would ask you this, do you think the NLC can actually impeach any governor that does not pay the minimum wage?
Impeachment is not the matter here. Taking advantage of the situation is what matters. Let me give you an example. And if I'm a state governor, what are you doing with environmental agency in your state? When there is wealth, that is this waste to wealth, you can generate electricity with it. Take the workers of environmental, let them bring in equipment that they can start this generation of electricity or other things. Use that waste. With that, you'll be able to generate revenue to the Ministry of Environmental Workers. If you are in the agricultural ministry, this ministry can be turned into putting up agricultural settlement within the state. And in few years or few months, you'll be able to generate revenue from agricultural product, start processing, and pay the workers in the Ministry of Agri. What are you doing with Ministry of Works, where you have to go and take consultant to do your road for you, when you have Ministry of Work and you have talented Nigerians there who can also supervise this road, construct this road, you can do that with which you generate revenue to pay the workers. I think it's this opportunity for state to now look inwards and look at how they can generate revenue for Nigeria, for themselves, and pay salaries, not to argue on salaries, not to talk of impeaching. What will impeach the state are like appendage to the state governors. There's no how they're going to impeach governor. We should start looking at how to
possible solutions to solve this issue. Thank you so much, Kabiru Shittu, for your thoughts on this.
Well, joining us via Skype is a former presidential candidate, Kabiru Shittu. Thank you very much, Kabiru, for joining us on this. Talking about the new minimum wage, state governors are saying they are not able to pay. And the federal government has said that, has put its foot down, that state governors must pay the minimum wage. Now, do you see, envisage that we're going to have states owing salaries like we had the last time the minimum wage was 18,000 naira?
We believe that the state that will own workers are states that cannot take this as an opportunity. It is a big opportunity for states as to be able to key into employment generation and fund generation, because they could generate fund through this. How do they generate fund? Now, the redundant workers, which yesterday their aim is to just take their file, they are either in local government secretariat or sit down in the national state secretariat. It is now for state to look inwards and say, okay, we agree to pay this salary, but we must work for what you are getting. And working for what you are earning, government must now come in to bring in incentives, especially that will help them in generating fund. As earlier said, in the area of power generation, you have waste to wealth, where they can bring equipment and engage Ministry of Environment in the state. They can engage Ministry of Health in reproduction, in producing drugs and other things. in some area. You can engage agric department to go and put up farm settlements.
Kabir, that's the ideal that you are talking about. But the actual situation boils down to the fact that there are bottlenecks in the civil service. There are no policies in place to ensure that states can stand independently of themselves. Right now, what we have is states going to the federal government, it's giving everything to the federal government and going cap in hand to receive allocations.
Lagos has had this situation before. Let's borrow from Lagos. When Ahmed Tinubu was the governor of Lagos, for about 1 or 2 years, the federal government stopped giving Lagos money. The governor went out of his way, think out of box, and generate revenue that take Lagos to the level you are today. Without those, the same thing has happened now. We must always look at opportunity in anything that happened. It's a big opportunity, because if before you cannot ask workers to go to farm settlement, you have get reason and opportunity now to say, go to farm settlement. Let's put up processing plant. Let's put cocoa processing. Let's put cotton processing. Let's put even states like Sokoto, Borno State, or they can put up a lot of things. Is it hide and skin industries that you can put in Sokoto? Is it gum Arabic industry that you can put in Borno State? State has no reason to say that they cannot generate revenue. That is why they are independent. That is why they are in government.
So you're saying the bulk of the work stops at the governor's table now?
Yes, because that is why he's elected.
All right, thank you so much.
With that state, and he must know how to run the state. And they should go and borrow from Lagos, borrow from Tinubu.
All right.
We might have to leave it there. Kabiru Shittu, former presidential candidate of the APDA. Thank you so much for your time on the show.